The Deep Listener. How fascinating that this silver crab has the ability to capture the sunlight on his shell so far down in the dark waters. Though he already possesses so much of it on his beautiful shell, he still claws at the beams radiating through the darkness. It is as though he never has enough of it. The conquistador reaches in vain at the fading beams of light like the sad, godless man he has become. He was ordained by God to be a nobleman, achieving sparkling knighthoods, enviable land, gorgeous people, and respect, and yet he came to worship only himself. He preached the holy word with his blade. He spoke the law with his fist. All that achievement has lured him to the title now being Wealthy Lord of the Ocean Bottom. There is no sticking place for to screw his courage here. No, there is only the sinking of his crustaceous body, clad in precious steel shell, and the rising panic in his lungs. The nobleman's world gurgles upside down, stripping him of any proud currencies until all he has left are the unspeakable, unchivalrous things he inflicted upon the defenseless in his noble charge. Oh, how he wishes now that he had the daylight to cover their pained, accusing faces, rather than all this illuminating darkness, howling his guilt like the ugly waters in his ears. It is as though he were going to become a damned embryo, drowning in a dark and disappointed womb. The nobleman flails again towards the taunting beams of light. These ghostly bright silver blades spin with his pathetic stunted swipes as the beams rotate like celestial windmills around him. His dreams of going even an inch upwards plummet as fast as his armored body towards the hungry jaws of the great below. What a strange crab this is, snapping his mighty claws at the lights that way. There's something off about his frenzy. She has seen other silver crabs before, enough to know that some you save and others you release. Their souls bear some passing of scrutiny in these last telling moments. Curse this armor. Damn it to 1,000 hells. It was the flourish of his pride up there, and now it is the weight of his doom. He had maintained it so well. At least his two squires did, when he wasn't boxing their ears. The trick was to first keep it oiled, as that prevented rusting. The second boy placed it in that trusty barrel filled with sand from Morocco. It always preserved perfectly that way. All of his inferiors and jealous peers had the privilege of seeing his beauty, strength, and most importantly, his godlike invulnerabilities. Alas, now the conquistador feels alone. The deep listener circles him. She takes in the dying dreams, the budding loneliness unfolding before her. As this deep listener moves closer to him, her eyes soon catch the glint of his polished armor. Upon seeing these two peering pupils appear near him, the startled silver crab squeaks out some endearing bubbles in his consternation. He struggles to regain control of his frozen breath, lest he be choked to death by the pagan grip of Poseidon. Yes, she has seen silver crabs like him before, floating down on this road to Hades. The conquistador now seizes desperately towards those eyes of hers. He is wild in his offers. The deep listener might think these drowning man promises to be mere words, but the silver crab doesn't even have words to offer her. He is poorer than the poorest pauper's baby here. Oh, but the conquistador owns land. Yes, so much land and titles, and it could all be hers. All he can do is scream this with his wide eyes. Those dark eyes calmly pierce his life. What cares she for the corrupting powers of lands when she has the entire ocean to explore and feel? His doom continues as those dark eyes of hers leave him go. Even here, a mermaid knows the difference between a nobleman and a knight. Alas, the conquistador can only breathe the unspoken laws here.